Hello, hello. It's Friday. We're doing a live podcast today on Friday, which is so energizing because I have an amazing guest. I'm super excited to introduce you to Helen. I feel like these podcasts for me are really one of the beacon of light each week. It's something I do that absolutely fills me up. And I just cannot get enough of the people that come together through this podcast. And Helen is no different. Helen, how are you?
Great. Thank you so much for having me today. And I thoroughly enjoy actually earlier our meeting, your monthly meeting.
Yes, for
Absolutely
those of
love
you
it.
that don't, yes, for those of you that don't know, I bring together many of the podcast guests to meet each other once a month, and we always have amazing conversations. We share best practices and events and retreats that we're having, and it's really so exciting. And Stephanie has followed us over here. So, hi, Stephanie. We're so excited to have you.
Yay. Hey,
So,
Stephanie.
so
I was
Stephanie and
so fired up by her testimonial, let me say, that bringing Feng Shui energy to your life can actually make a transformational change. So I was really fired up on that.
Yes, it was so amazing being fired up about like how feng shui can help you work, live, connect, and manifest.
Yes, yes. And I'm a third generation feng shui master. So I've been living and breathing this art before I birthed the book. So for me, it's like having people actually testify that it actually works. It really, excites me. And like many of my clients had used crystal grid, in their feng shui, best directions, the four personal best directions actually have transformational changes. Actually talking about it, I want to like put it out there because I just published a book called The Aura Color Wheel with Hay House Publishing. And if you purchase the book anywhere that sells books, I think I'm still going to run these for a couple more weeks. I have 3 bonuses actually. Once you purchase the book, you get 3 bonuses. And one of it is a personalized feng shui birth element and gua number reading. So what this does is it tells you the 4 lucky directions for your love, health, abundance, and spiritual growth. And if in those 4 directions, you intentionally place a crystal grid to manifest that particular intention, within 1 week, you will see the transformation. So that's why I want to get it out there. So if you haven't done so, and the book is only like $20, then you get this reading that's worth $200 that I typically offer. So I'm giving it out as one of the bonus when you purchase the book. And then the second bonus is you get to join a private Facebook group. I host monthly Q&A and live spirit message reading there. So meaning that I tune into the quantum field, see who are your spirit guides and what messages they have for you. And the last is $50 off of my Rainbow Aura Meditation Bundle. And everything is listed on helencreatesbeauty.com. Because I got so excited about the effect of feng shui. I think everybody should know their personal gua number so you know what to put in those areas.
Oh, it's so amazing. I got my book. I already listened to it. I got my review up. I
Thank
feel
you. I
like,
just received it. I'm so grateful. It made me cry. Actually, I didn't get a chance to let you know. I was really emotional reading it. Thank you. It was such a thoughtful review. I
oh,
really, really appreciate it.
well, one of the reasons I love this book, I love your work and I can't wait to do the feng shui and the crystals. And we just talked about maybe doing a group thing. So if you do buy the book from this podcast, I would love to join you or we can do this together. I feel like there's such power in people coming together in circle. But the book, let's just talk about the book because I am sort of a spiritual tool and technique person. I love the tools. I've learned birth charts, I know human design. I've done Enneagram and numerology, and I feel like these tools can really help you determine what you're supposed to be doing down here as a human. But your book and your tool in the book is like pulling all of that together into an archetype or a prototype or a profile. Can you tell me a little bit about like what it is for people so they understand the value of what the aura color wheel is?
Definitely. So the aura color wheel is a soul discovery system. I would say it's a dynamic soul discovery system that I channel with my spirit team. The dragon's eye behind me. My camera is moving around because I painted them after I channel through them. So what it does is that it identifies three very key important information about your soul, because this particular color wheel talks about your soul aura color. Now I want to differentiate first before I took a little bit deep into what does it mean of a soul aura color, because a lot of aura readers, if you're a practitioner, you know that there are different types of auras. Okay, so some people would come to me and say that, well, aura color changes all the time. How can you tell my soul's purpose, this lifetime, if my color changes all the time? So I wanted to tell you that there were three types of aura colors. One is called the emotional aura color, or your mood aura. So is your mood happy, joyful, or is it sad? Is it angry? Whatever it is, it changes all the time. And that's around your face. So literally people can say that, well, look at his face is turning red. You know that this person is getting angry or being shy, right? Because it's literally the aura color showing up, the mood aura showing up in your face. Are you upset right now? Are you happy right now, right? And the second type of aura is what I call the personality aura. So your personality aura is semi-permanent, and that's showing up around your head. So that's like, are you an outgoing person, introvert? Are you a intuitive person, analytical person? That's semi-permanent is because it changes more often when you are children. Like I can see that in children. But when you reach your adulthood, it's kind of stable, unless there is, life-altering events happen in your life that, that change your personality a little bit. And the last aura color that I talk about in the book, it's called your soul aura. Now, it doesn't mean that it never changes, okay? That's why it's dynamic. That's why this system is dynamic. It's the most permanent out of the three. And it brings the energy from your past lifetimes when your soul incarnated into your heart chakra this lifetime, literally the energy that bring in with you this lifetime. So this particular aura color or energy that carries three pieces of information, because energy is just information that vibrates. Okay, so it tells me your soul gift archetype. So that's your soul gift, meaning that what you're here to be, to this lifetime, to be of service in exchange with abundance and fulfillment. And the second piece of information is your soul wound, what you're here to heal that you haven't resolved from your past life. And the last piece of information is your soul lessons. What are the lessons that you are here to learn this lifetime? So it gives you a really crystal clear clarity of what I'm good at and what I'm here to be of service, what I'm here to heal and what I'm here to learn. It puts you into a driver's seat rather than the circumstance. Oh, I'm supposed to do this and that. So that's why it's a great blueprint, I would say, for your soul's purpose.
And I'll tell you, it does. It does. And, this is such a question for so many people, is like, why am I here? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So the fact that you've layered in all these different like dynamics and data points to create the aura color wheel is so impactful for people. I would love to see this as part of their corporate professional development, because
Yeah.
it would have been great. It would have been great to know this. So I'm a Lime. Let's use me, for example. I'm Lime. So
Yes.
what does Lime tell me about my work?
Okay. So that's really cool, because there is a quiz that on my website, helencreatesbeauty.com, that you can take to identify your soul aura color. Once you identify it, it tells me as I mentioned, your soul gift archetype. So 9 aura color is an entrepreneur soul gift archetype. So entrepreneur, as you can tell, it's the entrepreneurial spirit. You're creative. You are you want to innovative. Those are the general traits of an entrepreneur soul gift archetype. And it also tells me that you have strong solar plexus chakra. That's your strong aura layer. If you're not self-empowered and confident, you might not be an entrepreneur soul gift archetype, right? So that's one of your strong aura layers. And the other strong aura layer you have is your throat chakra of the blue aura layer. Why? Because communication is also key for an entrepreneur, right? So you were born naturally with a strong blue aura layer and yellow aura layer. And this combination, now there were 9 universal soul gift archetypes. And each soul gift archetype has 2 strong aura layers. So for entrepreneurs, those 2 are the strong soul aura, your aura layers are strong. And then, as you can see, 9 green, like a spectrum of green, has less of the red, red, because that's the opposite of the color wheel, right? So you have less of the red. Why? Because that's your weaker aura layer. So that tells me that red aura layer, powered by the root chakra, is your personal wound. That's your wound aura layer that you are here to heal. Now, red aura layer, what does this energy related to? Some ancestral and family issues. Maybe some of us, if we manifest it in physical forms, might have a long-term health thing that we're dealing with. It's not active. It's just something there in the background that we have in our childhood. And sometimes it also governs safety and security. So it's sometimes we don't feel like we belong, right? Like that's one of the wound symptoms of a root chakra. And often what I see from a soul standpoint, people who have red aura layer wounds, because they also have many past lifetimes in outer planets. So they are star seeds before they come down to planet Earth. So for them, grounding in the body is sometimes hard because they go up all the time. So also that's an indication that you have star families behind you. So I believe that definitely true is that you have many lifetimes as star beings. So you don't feel like as much grounded in your body, as in your mind. Your mind's very active. So that's the wound aura layer and the which you're embodying. Great, that's awesome. You're embodying your entrepreneurship archetype. For people who is not embodying their born soul gift archetype, they might manifest it in physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual symptoms. Like me, my wake-up call is that I was born as an artist soul gift archetype. And then I was doing statistical analysis in a PhD program. So that's why I had panic attacks, and deep anxiety and depression. So that's like misalignment, like you are misalignment with your soul's journey. So you're doing exactly what your soul is here to do. And that helps you to eliminate a lot of imposter syndrome. Like, you ask me, like, am I good enough to be an entrepreneur, right? Well, you are born one. You have to be one. You cannot go to a corporate and be happy there. You will have misalignment, right? So, and the last 3 aura layers I did not mention. So the solar plexus and the throat are your strong, and the red aura layer is your wound. So you still have your sacral, like the orange aura layer and the heart chakra, green aura layer, and your third eye. Now those 3 that within our body. This color wheel system does not include the crown chakra because the crown chakra is above your head. That's your direction, your connection with the divine. So within your body, the 6 aura layers, the left 3 aura layers are your lessons. So meaning that they are not as deep as the wound, that it might take longer to heal, but they are the lessons that you need to incorporate. So what does that mean? That means for sacral chakra, I would say like relationship, like that's where your relationship issues comes in, something that, some negative soul contracts might be repeating, you're stuck in a pattern. So soul lessons are negative patterns. You need consciously make a different choice. Instead of doing the same loop again and again, you need to consciously learn, hey, I'm getting into this loop again. Let me take myself out, and then we're done with it. Okay. So that's like, so for sacral chakra is inner child, relationships, exactly, like boundaries, setting up boundaries to protect yourself. And those are like sacral chakra lessons. And then for the heart, now, because that's another lesson, sacral is related to, the heart chakra. It's about love, relationships. And that's another lesson, which I think you've already learned a lot, actually healing your heart chakra. So you're really strong because you're actually turning towards healer soul gift archetype. I can tell that. Because healers have really strong heart chakra, the compassionate, empathy side of you is coming out. And the same thing with the third eye. I can tell also you've done a lot of work because it's throbbing in your third eye. And I think like that's why it's dynamic, this system, because I can tell JJ has already give a lot of work on your third eye and your heart. So that's why you can either shape shift into a different soul gift archetype or have multiple soul gift archetypes at the same time. That's why you even in entrepreneurship, you tend to work with healers and intuitives. Healers and intuitives, right? That's the type you join to, because right now you are embodying also the healer and a little bit of the visionary, I can tell, archetypes. So you can have 2 or 3 at the same time, multiple. And then, so right now, literally what you have left over is the red aura layer and the orange aura layer. Once you heal that, you actually have the column of light, what I call the process of enlightenment. Like the Jesus Christ and Buddha had walked the human path and achieved enlightenment. What does it mean? It literally means that your soul, it's a light, right? And you're just going back to yourself, going back to your soul's light. So that's why they have the white or halo or golden halo around them. It's because they don't have any more wounds. They don't have any more lessons. All they have left is gift. So that means that you can shape shift around the 9 soul gift archetypes interchangeably at the same time. That's why Jesus, people call it miracle. No, it's because your soul is light and he's just achieving enlightenment. He can perform healing in 1 second. The next second, he's teaching a group. The next second, he's leading a group of people achieve a mission or a vision because he's embodying the visionary soul gift archetype. That's why we're here. We're all souls here to walk this enlightenment path. I hope that helps to kind of integrate and exemplify what that means.
Well, it's amazing. Not only is the aura color wheel so accurate, I would say everyone, the links are below. You can get your aura color right now. Just go down to the quiz link and click that. You can also join a masterclass where you can get a lot of wisdom about how you are moving through your journey. I think for so many people that I talk to, they want to know where they are at. And I'm hosting a retreat in a couple weeks in Jamaica, and I'm going to send this out to all the attendees for them to do the quiz too, because I feel like the quiz is the first step in really better understanding who you are and why you are here.
Yeah, that's funny. That was 14 years ago, my wake up call in 2011. I still remember because I was misaligned with my soul's calling. So I had that ER visit with panic attack. That's the 3 questions I begin to ask. Who am I? Why am I here? How can I truly be happy? Because on the 3D matrix, everything looks perfect. I was graduating from my PhD program. I was, engaged to my current husband. So from the outside world, your life looked perfect, right? And I thought I'm supposed to be happy. That's what I've taught since I was in a child. But it wasn't, because I wasn't doing what my soul is supposed to do, right? So then I begin to ask those 3 questions. And this book exactly answers those 3 questions. Who are you? You're not this body. You are a light. Your soul's light. Your soul is light. So you are light. That's why that soul aura color tells so much about you, right? And then why are you here? for us collectively, we are here to evolve. Although we have different, give different wounds, but we're all here to evolve, to be the better version to the previous version. I hope all this incarnation gonna teach us something, right? So we're doing something right. And then last thing is like, how can we be happy, right? We all ask, do we all want love? Do we all want health? Do we all want abundance? How can we be happy? So we get all of these that human want. It's take actions towards your soul alignment. Like once you get the clarity, you know that if you know that you're an artist, then create art. If you know that you're entrepreneur, get that business gig. If you know that you're visionary, lead, rise up and lead. Don't say that, oh, I'm not good enough. If you're a healer, just practice. Don't say that I need 10 different certificates to do that. Because if you don't do that, guess what? Life is going to throw you some rocks, some pebbles, some stones until you course correct. So instead of that suffering, it's much better that you just claim it outright. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, right? So this is the book I wish I had 14 years ago. When I'm completely lost, I don't know what the heck I'm here to do. Like, I just want to be happy, right? And now I have found it. It's the medicine, literally, also for myself. And I'm so grateful that I had channeled this system with my spirit team. And this is why, I created also for those of you who are out there that really wanted to know, what your soul is here to do this lifetime.
It's magical. It's magical. I'm going to share it with a lot of people. And I feel like for so many, it will help them just get the confidence to jump into it. Because women, a lot of times, because of our past lives, because of things that have happened in our Akashic, they're like, I want to, but I'm not ready. Okay, maybe if I get a certification, or maybe if I get this much money, or maybe if this happens. And they throw all these obstacles in the way. And like you said, time evaporates. And so I think that this, not only the book, but the quiz will help them gain more confidence in who they are and what they're supposed to be doing. So as we're wrapping up, you have a masterclass around the book. What will readers get out of the masterclass if they join that with the book?
Yes. So I have a masterclass along with the book that's free, that you can get it from my website. And then it's going to guide you through how to use this system to kind of map out where you're at. If working on certain aura layers consciously, how will you evolve into a different soul gift archetype? And then, of course, at the last of the masterclass, I always do live spirit message reading so that I help you to connect with your spirit team. So that way you can gain clarity on guidance from your spirit team. What is your next best step moving forward? And I also do live spirit message reading for who tuning live. And then I will do a reading, like telling you who are your guides, what their message is there for you. Now, I do have a very big annual event that comes up that I literally do these sacred gatherings once a year. It's really powerful activation. So it's an energy activation. I invite you to join me. It's on October 4th, Saturday, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for 2 hours. Now, these 2 hours is online. It's free on my website. It's called Ignite Your Light. You can join, register there. In these 2 hours, I'm going to walk you through. You're going to walk away with a crystal clear blueprint of why you're here. So that's very, very important. So now, understanding why you're here, what you're here to do, to bring you to embodying, like fully embodying that, I created, I call it a channel rather, is the 4 pillar of steps. I walk you through the steps of how you can get there, from knowing to actually taking the inspired actions. Now, in between is you need that guidance or that intuition. If it is not like that psychic of a connecting with spirit team, you need to have the intuition that when you make decisions, the next best steps and all that stuff, you need that to guide you along the way. You have that in you. It's your internal GPS. You don't need to always go to a psychic for guidance or always, I want to activate that inside of you. Okay, so we're going to do this through, I call it a chakra dance. So literally activate every single aura layers in your body. I hire a composer that compose original high frequency, solfeggio frequency music. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to guide you through an experiential dance together to activate your light. And then after that, from knowing to doing, what's in between is your energy blocks. We need to remove all these energy cords in your Akashic record that no longer serve you, that you are leaking your personal power, to call back in your sovereignty. That's the important part. You need to get rid of all these cords. I'm calling Archangel Michael to help us heal that, to give us the empowerment. And then lastly, for whoever that joins live, I will pick some of the audience to do live spirit message reading. So this is a very, I would say, soulful and high energy activation. It's not just sitting down and I'm talking. So you come in for full body, full embodiment. So that happens only once a year. So I hope you can join me live. It's on Saturday morning, October 4th, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. I'm super excited for that.
You are such a generous soul. You're such a generous soul. You've provided the listeners so many ways to get more clarity on who they are and why they're here. I encourage everybody to look in the descriptions. All of Helen's links and activations and masterclasses are below, and you can reach her at helencreatesbeauty.com. If you're listening while you're driving, just mentally note that. I really am so honored that our paths have crossed. I'm honestly so proud of you for just making this so many people get messages all the time, but they don't cultivate them into books and classes and offerings. And you have done way more than your life expected already. And I am so excited to have a front row seat, Helen.
Thank you so much, JJ. I'm really grateful.
Well, we look forward to hearing about it. Put in the chat what your color is, do the quiz, get the book, participate. I feel like knowledge is power, and this is just one of those amazing resources that all of us can benefit from. So thank you, Helen, and have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, everyone.